What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fake Fashion Detective. Kind of like 80s vibes, you know, put on some sunglasses, like CSI Miami shit. I don't know. Fake Fashion Detective. We're back. And, you know, we've gone through all these sites. We've looked at Poshmark and Mercari and your eBays, and we've looked at Off-White and Montclair and Palm Angels, Balenciaga. We've looked at everything. So now we gotta kind of move on down the line, keep looking at some of these crazy luxury brands. So today, the site we're gonna be using to check these out is Grailed. That is where we're finding the listings. Grailed does authenticate a lot of the stuff on the site, but some of the stuff they don't. They just leave it up. I guess they can't tell one way or the other, so now it's up to us to decide. And the brand we're gonna be checking out is Versace. Yes, like one of the classic luxury brands, just absolutely legendary. I'm really excited. I'm actually way less skilled at legit checking Versace because I don't have too much of their stuff. I haven't checked too much of it before, so this is gonna be a bit new for me as well. At least I've done it a lot less than, like, you know, Gucci or Balenciaga or something. So we're gonna give this a shot together. We'll see how it goes. Let's get into it. But first, I've looked into it, and a very small percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel. It's completely free. Just press that button and you will not regret it. Thank you so much. All right, the first piece we are looking at is a classic Medusa head tee, but this one's like a Joy Division ripoff. You know, the Unknown Pleasures cover, it has the little mountains in the lines. They've done this here with the Medusa head. I've never seen this t-shirt before, but I love a good Joy Division ripoff. Obviously, it's been done by a ton of designers, but Versace doing it is actually pretty damn cool in my opinion. So if it's real, that's really exciting. I mean, it's $90. Great price, and this is mainline Versace. We can zoom in here. Let's look at that. There we go. So not Versace collection, it is Versace mainline. So top of the line stuff, super expensive. $90, I would say, is a really great price for mainline Versace pieces. Yeah, it's a tough one. I've never seen this design before, but again, I'm not as familiar with Versace, so that's not saying too much necessarily. I'm excited to see if this is real. If it is, I think this is a great price. I might just have to grab it for myself. So we've got Dazer777 is our seller. He's got 3 pieces of feedback here. It says authentic, stain-free, mint condition. But, you know, we know never to trust the description, right? We got to check it for ourselves. So what else is this guy selling? He's got 4 other listings for sale from Australia, so the shipping actually might be a bit crazy, which is iffy. So he's got Versace for $90, a Comme des Garçons long sleeve for $65, and a Kenzo shirt for $70. You're selling your Kenzo shirt for $70, but a Versace shirt for $90? Those seem kind of out of whack. That play long sleeve looks a little sketchy. I don't know. It's a little weird. So let's take a look at these pictures here. I don't know, the graphic looks like it might be a little bit lopsided, but it may be just the angle of where he's laid the shirt. A little bit fuzzy on the picture, but we get a kind of logo badge at the back. Some of those stitches are coming out there, which is a little weird as well. And it looks a little wonky, those stitches coming down the sides. They don't look totally straight. So there's a little bit of sketchiness here for sure. That is gold on black for that brand tag. We do have a Serta logo here. Good sign, I guess. So if it is fake, it's maybe a slightly better fake. And we also get our Serta logo tag off to the right of that. It seems very close to the care tags. All right, and that's all we get. So I think we got to take this to Google now. All right, Versace Joy Division t-shirt. I mean, in my mind, it's a pretty clear Joy Division ripoff. So there you go. There are images. They've got it on list. Donatella is a Joy Division fan. Did you know? I didn't. Thank you. So here we go. That's on Pinterest, list. I'm just curious, like, where it was being sold. That's my issue. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. You'd think this would be a pretty well-known piece if it was actually made, right? So where was it being sold on list? That's what I'm curious about. Farfetch. So if it was being sold on Farfetch, that's a pretty good sign. Versace Medusa logo t-shirt. I mean, there it is. But unfortunately, it's out of stock, so we can't find it. But look at how big this print is. Look at that. And then we go back to our piece, much smaller, not taking up nearly as much of the shirt. And this is a size medium, so it's not like this is an extra large and so the print looks smaller on it. Like a medium, you'd be expecting it to take up that same kind of area, I'd say. And that's like all we've got is that one piece. It's so weird. Like I'm getting nothing here. Let's see, do they give us a model number here perhaps? Something to go off of for that? Okay, here we go. Model A75179. Boom. Okay. Okay. We gotta show that we're human. Let's do it. Look at that. It's pretty big. It's not as big as the other one, though. I will say that. And there's our little badge up there. Let's take a look at this print. Interesting. Does that look the same as the one that we're looking at? That's my question here. I mean, yeah, I guess that's the same thing, right? Yeah, okay. They match up pretty well. Printed Medusa head t-shirt. And this one's sold out now, but they were selling it for $131.60, which makes that $90 price make a lot more sense. If this was going new for $131 on sale, and that's kind of around the price this guy got it for, then reselling it for $90 when it's used actually kind of checks out. All right, so based on everything we've seen, I think I'm gonna go 75% sure that this is real. I'm still a little bit sketched out about the size of the print, but sometimes those things don't match up perfectly from shirt to shirt between what you actually see and then what's in pictures, things like that. But everything going on the inside here, these tags look really good to me. And these couple stitches, it's a used shirt, it happens, you know. I think I'm pretty comfortable saying this is probably real. I would just get it in and do a closer legit check of some things when I got it in. Next up, we've got to take a look at some chain reaction sneakers. So these ones, obviously the sneaker designer for Versace is Salehe Bembury, and he is a fire sneaker designer. I love his stuff so much. I have a pair of the chain reactions. I love them. It's one of my favorite, like, modern shoe silhouettes. They're just so over the top, so crazy, so wacky. So let's check these out. These are obviously a very over the top design here. This is basically as extra as it gets. Versace Chain Reaction 2 Chains Leopard. Women's, I'm guessing. Interesting. Gently used, selling for $550. That's on the cheaper side, I think. OG box, not authenticated or anything. Let's see, multicolor pony hair. You'd think that for this one, the pony hair one, that would actually be worth more. I don't know, maybe it's just not a super in-demand colorway though. That, I think, looks pretty good to me right here. The box looks correct. This looks a little weird, but I think that's literally just the pony hair coming over the suede. Yeah, this colorway is insane. Some of these lines here look a little bit rough. Like they look a little bit jittery to me, a little bit scratchy. I don't know. That shape does look good. Off to the back of them, the badges, the placement looks pretty good. The stitching is very clean. And the soles look pretty good as well. They also have the badges in here. All those designs look solid. And that's all we get. I really wish we got a better look inside the shoes at the insoles, inserts, things like that. But here is my pair of chain reactions. So here are these lines. I guess, you know, they do have a bit of that jitteriness to them. You know what? Let's go back to that picture. So right here, I'm just taking a look at this shape here. And again, the design is slightly different. They've got these kind of Baroque things going on here with these covers. These are more angular with these suede panels here. So far, everything is looking quite solid to me on here, but I do want to look up this particular colorway and make sure it's really as it should be. There we go, Versace Chain Reaction Pony. This one's red on top. That's close, but not quite. There we go. Wait, no? Hold on. I gotta understand our colorway that we're looking at here. Okay, so the suede is green, leopard here, and then it's like purple, pink, and the laces are yellow. That's a lot of color going on there. Okay, so I think it is this one. Here we go. Okay. So now the issue is this one real? Are they both real? The colors look a bit different here. This green looks much, much lighter than the one that we're seeing on Grailed. Although it could be just oversaturated. This is Luxury Garage Sale. So I think it is a women's shoe, which the price makes a bit more sense now because women's shoes are almost always cheaper than men's shoes. It sucks. I don't know why it is, but that's just the way it is. All right, anything else? Oh, here it is. Yep, women's on StockX, it's going for $900 something. That is more what I'd expect for these, but there are no bids. Nobody's even trying to buy these right now. And these colors match up much, much better with what we saw on Grailed. The picture on StockX is very likely authentic, I would hope, I would assume. Okay. So I'm going to say everything on these checks out to me. These look good. The construction looks really solid. Based on my box and my tag here, looks correct. So I'm going to say I'm almost positive that these are real. And the final piece that we are going to be looking at today is actually a really crazy one. So it's a button-down shirt. It's called the Abstraction shirt, at least that's what they're calling it, this seller. And this is $40, listed at $40. And again, everything we're looking at here, look at this, mainline Versace, okay? $40, I know button-down shirts, they're not like the most hype pieces. They generally go cheaper than a t-shirt or a hoodie or sneakers or something like that, but $40 for a mainline Versace shirt, especially this is on the newer side, at least because that tag is pretty modern, like it's not a vintage shirt. $40 for this is insane, so I'm really curious to know if it's real or not. It's being sold by HypnoFrog. He is a trusted seller, quick responder. He's got 113 listings for sale. He's got 131 feedback. Very good condition for sizes large, extra large. And that's all he says. Okay. So we already looked at that. It's kind of like this brushed zigzag print. So this looks like it's from before they were doing Serta logo. So it's at least, I think, a few years old if that's the case. And here we go. It looks like we get some more info here. If the picture will frickin' load. There we go. 100% cotton, that makes sense. And we get a model number, so that's going to help us out a lot. And also, this time it's off to the left. We get that made in Italy, manufactured and certified by Versace tag. And this is a size 42. Yeah, that makes sense for a large, extra large. Perfect. And even the buttons are branded. That looks correct to me. That looks really clean. All right, I think it's time. Let's get back to that model number here. So this is A6 why can't I read these numbers? A62606. All right, and we are getting a lot here. I don't know, this is going to a Japanese site, it looks like. And a Russian site. I don't love the look of that. Versace jeans. A lot of foreign stuff and no English listings is always a sketchy sign to me. First site goes nowhere. Second site has broken images. Great. And third site is missing. We're off to a great start here. All right, let's move on over to images. and it's a lot of nothing. That sucks. How about if we search Versace abstraction shirt? We'll call it the same thing this guy called it. So we've got that right here. That's his listing on Grailed. And a whole lot of nothing else. How about Versace zigzag shirt? Okay, we're getting a lot of this and nothing else. I'm not seeing a single example of this shirt here. So it's really unfortunate. I always love getting an answer one way or the other, but this one is, at least for me right now, completely unverifiable. This is the only example of this shirt I can find anywhere on the internet, and for that reason, it's either way older than I thought it was, or it's super fake. I'm not comfortable saying it's fake because I just can't find other examples, but I'm definitely not comfortable saying it's real. So that's kind of where we're at with this one. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fake Fashion Detective. Again, I am much less experienced in legit checking Versace. If you have any like tips or tricks or anything that you want to let me know about that I can use for this brand in the future, please let me know in the comments down below. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.